Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now January 23rd of 2021, and ever since the very end of The Mandalorian Season 2, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney, Lucasfilm, and of course, what Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have in store for the Star Wars fans around the world. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one exciting aspect of this new Star Wars universe is that, yes, we do have both, George, John, and Dave all working together as a team to deliver as much authentic content as possible to really give the fans a very authentic feeling of the overall Star Wars franchise and to stay true to the vision of George Lucas and more. Now, with that being said, we all witnessed what happened at the very end of Mandalorian Season 2 with the entrance of Luke Skywalker in the mix, coming back, really giving fans a lot of hope about what's to come for the future of the franchise. Given that Disney's already working on over a dozen Star Wars projects as we speak, which, by the way, is a big deal. This really does tell a lot of fans that obviously they know what they're doing now, they're very ambitious, they are very much engaged in bringing Star Wars back to its roots and how it was before 2012. Now, with that being said, of course, what's really exciting all has to do with, of course, what Dave and John are doing with Star Wars, and specifically what's been going on with Kathleen Kennedy behind the scenes when it comes to Star Wars The Acolyte, which, by the way, is the new TV show being worked on by Leslie Headland. Now, specifically, of course, with Kathleen Kennedy now only involved with Star Wars The Acolyte, it's best described that there are many problems happening behind the scenes for this particular project involving writer Leslie Headland and even actress Brie Larson in the mix. It's described that currently both Kathleen Kennedy and Leslie Headland recently ran into more creative differences for the new Star Wars TV series, and that Kathleen Kennedy wants Leslie to change many of the characters' designs for a second time now, which would further delay the planned filming date for the show. On top of this, currently they were aiming to shoot by June of this year. However, due to creative differences, this is actually said to be pushed now until August as of right now, and that a 2022 release is still in the cards. Further, it's described that Kathleen Kennedy recently canceled regulations that she and George Lucas had agreed to for the show that would have prevented it from going too far from his philosophy, and for Disney CEO Bob Chaypek, and how he has actually been very frustrated with Kathleen Kennedy's treatment of the new Star Wars TV series for Disney+. Now, Chaypek, as of right now, is giving Kathleen Kennedy roughly 4 more months for Leslie to complete the script, and if not finished by then, they are going to delay the project until a 2023 release. Now, as a result of all of this, Kennedy lost even more creative power over The Acolyte, where she will only be in charge of half of the TV show, which is actually going to be 6 episodes out of 12. Now, the thing about this entire scenario right now of how Kathleen Kennedy completely betrayed George Lucas again, broke those regulations, broke those promises of not going way too far or way too out of the way when it comes to The Acolyte, in which she just did. She broke those regulations, she broke those promises that she made with George, and as a result of that, Bob Chapek got very angry with her, obviously, and we have seen this domino effect, if you will, where now Kathleen Kennedy is basically in a rut, because now she lost even more creative power within Star Wars, only being involved and supervising a total of 6 out of 12 episodes for Star Wars The Acolyte. What does this mean for The Acolyte? Well, this means a lot of different things. Number one, this means that The Acolyte's going to have different tones. You're going to see, or you're going to feel the feeling of Kathleen Kennedy's input into Star Wars, most likely in the first or last 6 episodes of the show. And on the other hand here, you're also going to feel like that the show is going to feel very inconsistent, like it's going a little back and forth between tones. And we saw that with The Rise of Skywalker because of all the reshoots that were taking place, because of Kathleen Kennedy's input, deleting so many scenes and putting new ones in. I mean, that's just the beginning. That's not even the half of the story. Now, given that Kathleen Kennedy, it's very much a good thing that she's only working on The Acolyte and that is it. That's obviously a good thing. A lot of fans are happy about that. But this entire scenario here that we are in right now, where Bob Chapek and, of course, you have George Lucas in the mix, actually being able to take some form of control over some of the episodes for the Acolyte is good as well. That means that there will be some treatment by George Lucas in this new TV series because of what Kathleen Kennedy had done. Now, obviously, this is once again another shred of an example that Kathleen Kennedy does not care about George Lucas. She never really cared about Star Wars overall. It seems as though that she only cares about her agenda. And that's pretty much a fact at this point. I mean, this is a person at one point in time that even said that there's no source material when it comes to Star Wars. There's no books, novels, comics from Star Wars Legends. It does not exist. That's what Kathleen Kennedy said in an interview some months ago. I mean, you really can't deny that. That's exactly what she said, and it really tells us a lot about Kathleen Kennedy. So, like I said before in the past, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.